Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. We are from Team 1. Before we start our presentation, let me introduce our team. My name is Alfareta Akhiratul Fitri.
I am Nadia Yurafida.
My name is Virgin Proyani.
Today, we are going presentation about energy conservation in cooking. In the end, it's all about progress, not perfection.
As we move forward, let's keep that in mind.
Thank you for your time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
And today I would like to present to you about energy conversation and cooking. And first thing first, we need to focusing about the main problem of energy conversation in cooking. So cooking is a fundamental necessity for human life. However, hiding behind this daily activity is the pressing global issue. But for the primary problem is the significant energy waste and great environmental impact associated with conventional cooking methods. Let's focus to the first point, the activity of cooking. Cooking overall requires a large amount of energy, such as electricity, gas, or fuel, to perform its function. The portion of energy allocated to cooking represents one of the largest percentages of total daily or monthly energy use. This is particularly true for energy use at the household level or domestic sector. Because the basic consumption is already high, the problem of inefficient appliances will exacerbate this issue, such as many traditional stoves, ovens, and cooking practices are thermally inefficient, meaning a large percentage of the energy from electricity, gas, or fuel is lost to the surrounding environment instead of heating the food. The consequence of this waste is greenhouse gas emissions. The burning of fossil fuels or natural gas, coal-based electricity for cooking contributes to CO2 or carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gas emissions, exacerbating climate change. And furthermore, this high energy demand leads to the depletion of natural resources used to produce the flow of electricity.
So the next is definition of green chemistry. Green chemistry is an approach to chemical product and process design that aim to reduce or eliminate the use and formation of hazardous substances, making them more efficient and environmentally friendly throughout their life cycle, from design to disposal as part of sustainable development. Next is energy conservation in cooking. Energy conservation in cooking is the principle that energy is neither created nor destroyed, but changed from during the cooking process. The energy used, either electricity or gas, is converted into heat energy to heat cooking utensils and food ingredients. This principle also emphasizes the efficient use of energy so that the heat generated is used as much as possible for cooking and not waste into the environment. Next. So the kind product of energy conservation in cooking is induction cooker. In an induction cooker, electrical energy is transmitted to copper coil beneath the cooker surface, generating an alternating magnetic field. This magnetic field induces an electric current. In ferromagnetic sport, such as iron or curtain types of stainless steel, the current is then converted into heat energy directly at the base of the pot, allowing food to be cooked. In this case, the first is electrical energy is not lost but converted into heat energy, and the second is heat is generated directly in the pot, not the hot surface, making it more energy efficient and more efficient than conventional hoops. Next.
So the next one will be importance of energy conservation in cooking. First, reducing household expenses. Cooking is a routine activity, right? So, if done wasteful, the monthly cost will be high. Therefore, one should aim to save energy by methods like covering the pot, using a pressure cooker, or operating an induction stove efficiently. The result is a reduction in electricity bills. Second one is reducing the waste of natural resources. Gas, oil, the majority of electrical energy come from finite resources. The more efficiently we cook, the less resources we consume. This helps maintain energy availability in the long term. And the third is lowering the carbon footprint. The energy we use for cooking generates carbon emission, especially from LPG gas or electricity resources from fossil fuel power plants. If we save energy, the emission release automatically decrease. This makes it more environmentally friendly and helps slow down climate change. The last one is improving time efficiently. An example is using a pressure cooker for the ingredients like meat that normally takes a long time to cook. Using a pressure cooker will speed up the cooking process. Another example is using an induction stove, which is more efficient than gas or electric stove because the heat is generated directly in the pot. The cooking time is faster, heat is not lost the air, and this result is significantly less energy use compared to regular gas or electricity stove. So, which one is the most efficient? Gas or electric or induction stove? So the first one will be gas stove versus induction stove. Compared to induction stove, gas stove have a slightly faster heating time when it comes to boiling water. However, in terms of energy efficient, gas stoves are significantly lower because a lot of heat is wasted into surrounding environment. Regarding cost, the gas stove is cheaper if using 3 kilograms subsidized LPG, but it's become more expensive compared to an induction stove if using a 12-kilogram non-subsidized LPG. Therefore, gas stoves are more advantageous for user of subsidized LPG, whereas induction stoves are more efficient for long-term non-subsidized use. Next is electric stove versus induction stove. Compared to induction stove, electric stove have a longer heating time and lower energy efficiency level. This is because the electrical energy in an electric stove is first used to heat the filament and the stove body itself before the heat is transferred to the pot. Consequently, the operational cost of an electric stove is relatively higher, about 16% more expensive than an induction stove at the same power usage. Therefore, induction stoves are superior to electric stove in terms of speed, energy efficiency, and operational cost. Conclusion is induction stove versus gas and electric stove. The induction stove is the most efficient choice compared to both gas electric stove because heat is compared directly on the pot, resulting is very minimal loss energy. Although the heating time is slightly slower than a gas stove, the induction stove is still faster and more energy saving than an electric stove. The induction stove is also more economical for electricity user with a power rating above 1300 VA and user for non-subsidized LPG Consequently, is it most as Consequently, it is most effective to implement for upper to higher class consumer. This is explanation how induction stove is working.
An induction heater is widely used in domestic and industrial purpose. The most familiar use of induction heater is for cooking food. Let's see how this thing works. Suppose we have a straight wire. When a current is passed through this wire, a magnetic field is formed. If the amount of current increases, the strength of magnetic field also increases. And a change in direction of electric current leads a change in direction of magnetic field. Similarly, if we have a coil, here also on increasing the current, the strength of magnetic field also increases. And a change in direction of electric current leads a change in direction of magnetic field. Let's apply this concept for understanding the induction heating. An induction coil is the most important part of an induction heater. When we connect this coil with the alternating voltage, a pulsating magnetic field is formed. A high-frequency alternating voltage is generated for induction coil by using an electronic oscillator. We can understand the oscillator by this simple setup. Similar to this battery, an oscillator acts like a source with changing polarity for our induction coil. Please note that it is a very rough explanation of an oscillator. In reality, oscillator uses controlled power switches for their working. Oscillator provides a frequency of around 50 kHz, means in 1 second, the direction of magnetic field changes 1 lakh times, which is a very big number. Let's see how a cookware reacts to this pulsating magnetic field. When we place a metal cookware in the pulsating magnetic field, eddy current generate in the cookware due to a phenomenon called electromagnetic induction. In fact, the name induction heater comes from the word electromagnetic induction, as it is the basic principle of its working. Eddy currents produces a large amount of heat, which heats up your food very fast. Induction heating is not only the fastest method, but it is also the most efficient method of heating. That is because energy is directly transferred from coil to the cookware, but there are some limits of induction heating, as its working is entirely based on eddy currents, hence it can't be used for heating materials having very high or very low resistance. Like, we can't heat food in a glass cookware because of its high resistance. Induction heating is best suitable for ferromagnetic materials like steel because of their magnetic behavior and suitable resistance.
And for the last part, the research findings indicate that the pressure cooking concepts improves energy efficiencies, especially in boiling operations, or the energy efficiency improvement techniques in cooking or insulation, containment of escaping steam while cooking, and automating the cooking vessel with microcontrollers. That the goal is to prevent the exit of steam. This content steam stores energy inside the vessel, meaning less additional energy is needed to maintain the boiling temperature. And from the journal by Ayub et al. In 2021, the overall efficiencies for electrical induction heating was found to be 90%, and for the natural gas was found to be average at 45 to 60%. Traditional cooking stoves at 10%, and for the full wood stoves at a range 23 to 40%. And for the last, electrical resistive heating was found to be 75% respectively. Induction cooking is both faster and more efficient than gas cooking, while electrical energy systems as a whole were found to be the cleanest, offering ease of control and versatility. The combination of a microcontroller, automated insulated pressure cooker, and induction cooker can highly improve the cooking efficiency. This is done by cutting off power, simply using a relay controlling an induction cooker and therefore preventing the exit of steam. Let us therefore identify that zero emission release during cooking that reduce both indoor and environmental pollution significantly. So thanks in advance. That's all for me. See you.